It all started with you. You know, marriage is the foundation. And this is how we were. We were youth pastors for 10 years, right? And we were those people always on the front row at every service, 3, 4, 5 times a week, at every leadership meeting, prayer meeting, Baptist meeting, baptism, you name it. And we had toddlers at the time that was happening. And our marriage is so subtle how the enemy work. You think you doing something for God. You think you out here helping the world, and your own kingdom is being destroyed.
Please say, break that down.
Your own kingdom is being destroyed. And so when that second adultery happened for us, we woke all the way up. Yeah. And we said never again. And so for us, every Friday is a mandatory date day. We work in our business Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We do behind the scenes things on Thursdays. Yeah. Fridays our date days. Saturday and Sunday we spend time with our family. And God provides. Yes. See, sometimes we're thinking we're doing the most, but God didn't tell you to do all of that. So some people say, oh, I gotta work 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jobs because I love my family. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are we sure? Because is that real love when you don't ever spend time with them? You know, and so for us, we put our God first, and our marriage came up under that. And somehow we were able to do more with less.
That's it. That's it. One thing that a lot of couples are doing, they're including God in the marriage instead of making God the center of the marriage.
Oh, wow.
Boy, that's, ooh.
Instead, you know, and what that looks like is that, okay, God, I'm gonna fit you in, you know, I got this career that I gotta build, and I'm gonna fit you in this time, you know. Yeah, I know that I need to build this relationship. Yeah, I know I need to be with my wife or my husband. I know I need, but I gotta get this bag. I gotta get this bag. But then God is just sitting there waiting, because he said that I'll never leave you or forsake you. So in other words, God stands still. It's us that leave him. And the whole time he's saying, come back, come back, come back, come back. No, but I got to do it because we think that we're doing right. But it wasn't until that we decided to make God the center. And what that looks like every day, God, what is it that you want us to do? God, who should we call? Who should we pray for? Who should we? Because the marriage is also ultimately supposed to represent our glorify God. Right. And if we ain't doing that, then, you know, are you really in a marriage?
So priority starts with first just setting boundaries around your life, you know, starting off with core values. We're heavy on core values because you got to know what's most important to you. Yeah. And we ask people all the time, what's most important to you? Yeah. Give me your top 5 core values. And please don't say family. And you don't ever spend time with your family. You're gone 23 hours out the day. Don't say family is your number 1 core value. We should be able to see it in your calendar.
Yeah. Wow. That's it.
Where a man's treasure is, his heart will be there also.
Man, that's good stuff. That's good. All right, y'all done shared a lot of deep stuff. So this comes from the village. Now we got to talk about some fun stuff. Come on. This comes from the village. Y'all marriage real, right?
We're real.
Y'all real. Okay, here we go.
No judgment. Stop looking around to see who came from.
All right, this came from the village. How do you keep the fire burning in the boom boom room?
I knew it.
Once you're comfortable and familiar and complacency has set in, how you get that fire back? Come on now, they listening. I heard some hands.
Well, let's make it real simple first before we get into communication. Okay. Let's just stay as basic as that.
Be nice.
At first. We going there, LaTroy. I'm going to give you. But for real, everything starts with effective communication, right? We've been together for almost, 30 years, 27 years, married, or 23 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Y'all look like y'all just walked down the aisle.
Thank you. That's the glory. That's the glory of God. But no, it's communication. I mean, he was 18 when we met. You know, we done went through how many decades? 20, 30, 40, you know. So we change. I don't have, and neither does he have the same desires sexually that we initially had. And so if you don't update your partner on the updates, like Apple make us do all these different upgrades and updates, your spouse needs an update. Yes. I didn't know you didn't like that. Yeah. You didn't tell me you didn't like that. Yeah. You feel me? So it starts with effective communication.
Oh, that's one of the things too, because, you know, a marriage flows, the relationship flows. And when you flow, it's like if you don't flow and shift with the season that you in, then you're gonna be left out, you know. Cause you like, I'm gonna be real with us. Christina came to me some months ago and she said, the romance ain't hitting it, bro. She's like, ooh.
Yo, don't get lazy on your girl.
She's like, nah, no, I ain't, nah, that ain't it. That hurt right there. That hurt my heart.
I'm sorry. I didn't say it quite like that, LaTroy.
You said it like
That hurt.
I know, right?
That ego, right?
Oh, the ego.
I'm like, you know us as men, we think we hitting.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. We think we down.
We think that we did that thing.
Yeah, we down.
Like we think we doing it.
Yeah.
And she said, no, LaTroy, you know, things change.
Yes.
The way we used to do things ain't the same. And I had to drop my pride. Like, okay, baby.
Go.
Even though that hurt. Yeah. What is it that you need for me to do more of, you know?
Yeah.
What can I do? But it all started with us as intentional. You had to be intentional. It can't be an emotional type thing. Mm-hmm. There was a time in our bedroom where it felt strange because I didn't know we wasn't connecting. And so I had to listen to her, you know, like, what is it that you need me to do? Touch me here. Mm-hmm. Slow down, talk to me first. Don't, you just come from work and you ain't talk to me all day and now you want to get into the boom boom room? The boom boom room is closed. And so I had to listen to her. I had to like, babe, okay, all right, you know, and take out that ego because I don't know it all, you know, and I had to listen to slow it down, talk with her, sexually, kiss her where she need to be kissed, touch her where she need to be touched, and flow into it, you know? Come on, Anna, slow it down. Turn on the music. Ain't nothing wrong with rose petals. Ain't nothing wrong with candles. Ain't nothing wrong with, you know? And so I had to really start doing more of that because she said, I need more to get in the mood. And I know on the other side, too, us as men, I'm 40-something years old now. And
Talk about it. Talk about it. It goes both ways.
I slid under the bus. Can you go under the bus? But
let's go.
So, but there's some things that I need. You know, when we in our 20s, it's like you can wear a brown paper bag and I'm good. Like that's it. We ready. Like we walk around. I ain't know why I got a third leg, but I'm like, why in the world is my leg? But you know, but now it's like in your 40s, like, babe, I need you to wear something nice for me.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about that because I know we oftentimes touch on topics regarding romance from what a woman need, right? And so I would like to spend just a quick second on what men need, right? Because this is something that I had to learn. So there was a time where we was in this season of being very emotionally stressed. So sometimes work life, just life, could attack your sex drive. You know what I'm saying? You just tired. Like, it ain't that I don't want you. I'm just tired. Yo, I'm tired. And I remember one night, like we were like 12 hours in sessions and it was like 3-4 days, no sex. Now I know that might not seem drastic, but hey. Yeah, and so day 4, we were like, yo, I don't care how busy we are, we have to check out this word, connect. We have to connect. So for me as a woman, I have it mentally programmed now. Like it's a connection for us. It helps us, it binds us together. So when you're not having frequent sex, your connection is lost. Right? And so on the 4th night, about 2 o'clock in the morning, like we got it in and we were tired. But for us, it was a necessity, you know, to keep us connected because it's a bonding agent. Yes. It's a bonding agent. And so if you're going just, you know, so sometimes us as women, we may not need it, right? Desire it, but we got to shift from emotion to logic too sometimes. It's a necessity to keep us connected. So I just wanted to add that layer in there as well.
And look, see, she getting nervous.
Come on.
Hey, listen, we had to learn, and we changed too. Yeah. I said, you know, in the 20s, boy, I was a microwave. Boop, boop.
That's
we
it.
Ready. We ready. 30 seconds. Boop, we ready. You know, then I became, what I say?
Crock pot.
No. You got the oven. You gave the oven. You got to turn it on. Let it turn up. You hit a little tick, 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 tick. Okay, let's go. And then it becomes the crock pot. Okay, take all day, to come get it. You gotta get your mind right. That's it. So yeah, it take a little bit more for us as well, and we had to learn that. She hit me with the same thing, man. It was, hey, this gotta change. I'm not feeling it no more. I'm like, what? Huh? I thought you liked the the way I, the pork, that either? What? I gotta say what? But trust me, it's worth it. See, she's smiling now.
But can I add, I struggled with that because for a lot of us as women, we assume y'all always want sex. You know what I'm saying? We assume, we're like, what do you mean you tired? You ain't been tired when you did X, Yep. And so mentally, I struggled when he would say he tired. Like, that didn't click for your girl, And so when it started to be a little bit more, I'm tired, like it went from microwave to crock pot or whatever. And it was just a little season of that. And I know what our reason was because it was stress. Yeah. It was a lot of emotional stress going on. But for me, it bothered me, security-wise. Yeah.
And because I want to, there's so much of how you can stir up that fire. Mm-hmm. Keep religion out of your marriage. Ooh. Like, it's like when you've been out there in the world, like anything, no rules, whatever. But when you get into the marriage, and then now you got to put on Donnie Simpson.
Donnie McClurkin,
and in the bedroom.
Right.
I love what y'all had yesterday. We were able to dance and spend that time, but we learned not to bring religion or any other person in our bedroom. Let them say what they want to say. The Bible said that the marriage bed is honorable and the bed is undefiled. Enjoy your bedroom. That's one of the reasons why there ain't no fire, because people don't enjoy their bedroom. But one of the things also that we had to do is get those unresolved issues out of our marriage.
Thanks.
We had to get that because it felt strange. We weren't connecting emotionally first. And then it's like we want the sex to be fulfilled. But when you in the bedroom, you thinking about, man, the word, what you said to me last night, what you did, you just disrespect me in front of whatever. How are we going to be tight and have a fulfilling sex life if I'm feeling this way about you, So we had to really get that resolved.
So do you want sex or do you want an experience? It's sort of like, okay, you can go to Mickey D's. We all got to eat to live, right? Come on through. Get your little Mickey D's or what, you got to eat, But if you want a fine dining experience, like I'm a foodie, you know what I'm saying? I love to cook, so I can look at a plate and I'm like, oh, they ain't did that right, because I understand how it's supposed to be. You feel me? So I had to, we talked about this. I'm like, honey, look, you can get Mickey D's, but if you want an actual experience, if you want to see God, if you want to go to the third heaven,
my God.
Okay.
Y'all know that sex where your pinky toe just curl up back like that? Afterwards, you ain't know why you got that knot in the back of your leg.
Hey, if you just want to eat to live, I'll turn over. You can do what you want to do.
We gotta know what we offering too. Like, if we want our husbands to get excited, we just can't always offer them this bonnet booty.
So that part.
Not the bonnet.
Talk about it. Let's talk about that.
We gotta get away from this moo bonnet booty.
Come on,
moo bonnet booty.
We gotta dress that thing up sometime.
Talk about it. Keep on going. I think the husbands want you to keep going.
I'm gonna use that bonnet booty.
So yeah, ask your husband what it takes for him and then give it to him. I'm gonna go.
So okay, real story real quick. Just a couple weeks ago, y'all know, our sisters, we got to put all this up in a bonnet, And so I'm in the bath, we got on our matching silk PJs and everything, and I got my nice silk bonnet, and I was putting it on. We about to go to bed. But then I'm like, let me take this bonnet off and go give him some, So I had to think about that. How do I want to present myself? So do I want to just be comfortable and put my hair up for me, or do I want to please him?
It's hard. It seems simple, but y'all, man, you don't understand how difficult that decision is. Cause you like, if he don't get over here and get this body booty and leave me alone,
Right.
so I can go to sleep.
Right.
Look,
It was a hard decision.
it's hard. Yeah. Look, if you didn't get to submit a question, are there any? I wanted everybody to get to participate if they wanted to. And I know that some people say they didn't have the remind, they didn't have a chance. So are there any questions? Like, do you guys have any questions that you want to ask?
I have one.
Okay.
When you were going through those issues and you were in the period of forgiveness, were you still cutting him with those sharp knives, like you did this and did that? And how did you get over that? And when did you know it was officially forgiven?
That's a great question.
Good question.
She's crazy. Did everybody hear the question? Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so, the adultery was a hard process for me, honestly. It took 2 years for me. It was a lot of ups and downs, emotional trauma. When somebody is physically attacked or wounded, the doctor may say, okay, that'll heal in about 3 to 6 months or something like that. But with emotional trauma, you don't really know, when that thing is really healed. But for me, I had to get divorce out of my heart. That's why I would cut him again. I would bring it up again. Yeah, Negro, you ain't changed. You stole. You cheated on me. You this, that, and the third. So I did do that. But I would do that because I was still almost like looking for a way out. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be real. I felt like I was looking for a way out. Like my soul wasn't fully vested. Like, so for me, and we share this a lot. I remember the day I came to him. I knew it was God because he came to me with tears in his eyes. Glory to God. And he said, Christina, are you going to now throw me away now that I'm finally the man you prayed for? Oh. He said, I'm finally the man that you wanted, that you prayed for. Are you going to throw me away now? And he just walked out the room.
Oh, and walked out?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, don't try that.
My bad. I messed up the moment. My bad.
That had hurt me, man.
Yeah, because I was receiving that, constant reminder and things like that. And I just had to be sensitive to that she was still hurting. But to answer that second part of your question, how I knew that she did forgive me is what forgiveness, 2 words in forgiveness, is for and then give. This is my version now. It ain't got to be nobody else. But going back, she started giving me the love that she used to give me before. So that, when she was hurting, she stopped doing certain things. She stopped even telling me that she loved me. Stopped doing certain things, didn't want to be around me, wasn't cheery, chirpy. She was bringing up those things, but when I realized that she was at this moment of forgiveness, she started doing those things again.
Exactly. And so, like he said, I came to him and I said, I cancel your debt. I cancel your debt. You know what I'm saying? I realized that what we have is rare. And I had to see the value of our spiritual connection, the value of our friendship. I stayed for the good. There was so much good to us, our 3 children, there was so much good. And so I had to draw a line in the sand because I was wavering like for a couple years. And then when I made that decision that I was going to cancel his debt, I would not bring up the adultery, but I would bring up certain behaviors. Now, here's the thing. Here's the flip side to this. A lot of times people say, oh, you ain't forgive me. Mm-hmm. You're holding my past against me. But could it be that you still acting like the person from the past? So that was another layer to us, okay? Because I wasn't bringing up the adultery. The day that I told him I cancel your debt, I canceled your debt of adultery. Right. But your debt of just flat out not listening to me, not value my feelings, I don't feel heard. We had horrible communication issues. Yeah. So, but then those same characteristics were also there during the adultery. Okay?
You had to remind them.
Correct. And so sometimes we can mix up unforgiveness with somebody holding you accountable.
Oh, that's good. Come on.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Oh, don't be scared. Come on, y'all know y'all got some questions. Let's go. Okay.
All right, if you can, so you guys met a long time. If you can sum up in 5 things, what do you feel is the best thing you can use to solve any communication issues that you have between each other? Basically, just 5 quick things that you can use to solve any communication between when you have an argument or small, big, or whatever. Just 5 quick things so that we can take away some that everybody can take away.
He was saying 5, like some quick communication tips is what he was asking for. If y'all can't hear in the back.
I honestly, what y'all gave would be those things that we would say definitely. But honestly, if I'm gonna be real, because people like to package healing, communication. It's always gonna be a struggle. It's always gonna be a challenge. So there ain't no way to fix communication, because today we might have a good communication. We can speak good today, but then something may happen and cause you to, each day brings different situations. So I can't give you a fix-it strategy or tool. What they gave today was like the thing that I would say if you follow just that listening first. Listening, coming to the table and communication to understand and not to be heard. That right there would be one of the major things that will improve your communication. But I don't think anybody has perfect communication, because it's just like within our session, somebody said the mom passed or something happened. Oh, I mean, now emotion, now how do I express that? Like this is like that right there gonna bring all kind of, so you're gonna be talking and say it's real, life is real. And I think that what will improve communication is that understanding that life is real. I got to give you grace when we're talking. You ain't going to talk to me perfect all the time.
Right.
We ain't robots. We human beings, Even Paul said, look, I got to make sure I keep this flesh under subjection, unless I'm going to find myself as a castaway. So he was saying, I'm imperfect. We got to approach marriage like that. I'm imperfect. I got to give you grace. You may say something that I don't like sometime. So there ain't no steps to making a perfect conversation, making you to be a perfect communicator.
Yeah, I love that. And so this is something that we both had to realize, that we have to give each other grace, because every new day brings new challenges. We get irritated and frustrated, because life is lifing. And when that happens, we have to own it. I was human. I had a human moment. I know the skills. Come on, we all know this stuff. You know what I'm saying? We can Google it. We're in an age where we can get all this information. So it's not knowledge. We got the knowledge. We know active listening, reflective listening, come on. It's the heart.
That's it.
That's what if you really want to sum it all up, at the end of the day, the Bible says don't be a hearer of the word, be a doer. We go to church we get the word, but then we go back home and don't do it. So just like y'all at this marriage retreat, y'all getting tons of content, tons of knowledge, but at the end of the day, what's going to separate your marriage from the next is the marriage that do the word. That's it.
So look, tell everybody about what you offer and how they connect. They can connect with you like online and follow you and stuff.
We do everything online. God called us to media. And so we like to say that we're marriage influencers, motivators. That's what we do. But we also offer one-on-one session services. Oh, yeah, thank you. One-on-one session services through our website. That's where if you're having an issue, you can get mediation. We also do marriage mentorship. I know y'all call it coaching. You can go get that from our website. But what we focusing on right now, we are focusing on being marriage motivators to the world. Doing this is what God called us to. So we're really going to push this right here, what we're doing. That's why we appreciate this. y'all doing this in excellence and allowing us to have this platform to speak, because this is where God called us to be. But if you want to know more about us, everything is on our website at married4real.com, married4real.com, and everything is there.
Okay. All right, listen. Thank you guys again for joining us and sharing your heart, your wisdom, your story. I mean, you guys give it up for them. They were so vulnerable. They were so open. Please give a round of applause for Married for Real. We appreciate you guys coming. We appreciate you guys sharing with us. We wish you nothing but blessings. We'll be following everything you do, and we'll keep connected. Man, love you guys.
We love y'all too.
So much.
Like, straight, thank y'all for the boom boom, the 2 bedroom, the 2 beds, 2 beds.
You can add that to the list.
All right, guys, thank you. We're gonna take a quick break.